guys. Okay, so this is the one that won the vote that I did on my community page, and it got well over half votes, so I'm excited to do it. So we have 3 piles to choose from, so we're going to take a look at what's going to happen between you and this person. We're going to first look at the connection as of right now so that I can get a good kind of intake on what exactly you're looking at, and then also you can know for sure if that's your pile for sure. So 3 piles to choose from. The first pile here is the Nordic Tarot, which is a newer deck. And then pile 2 is the Wandering Star Tarot. And then pile 3 is called the Wyspell Tarot. And there'll also be a meditation after the intro where you can take a deep breath, focus on which pile you're most drawn to. If you have 2 different people, there may be a message in more than one pile. And timestamps for everything will be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. Okay, so guys, if you chose the neoteric tarot, this is going to be your reading. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use these affirmations, which are kind of funny. Some of them are. I don't know why I feel so drawn to that, but I want to use them so that we can get some clarity on the connection itself and where you stand at this time. So that's what we're doing. And then we're going to get into the tarot. We'll get your energy and their energy, and then we'll go into what will happen. What's going to happen with this person. Remember, of course, I have to say, you have free will, so energy shift and change and all that good stuff. And sometimes things shift and change around us to make your energy change. So take everything into your intuition here. This is so you can have a better insight on what to prepare for, or maybe possibly what could be. Okay. What is pile 1's current energy of the connection for pile 1? What is them and their person's energy for the connection? Wonder. Oh, you have one hiding here. Confidence and wonder. Well, I mean, if you did it like this, it'd be, I wonder if I'm going to have confidence, right? So I'm going to read wonder first. Bottom of the deck. Oh, you have abundance here. You may be wondering if you could have abundance with this person. That's the bonus card in this deck, by the way. So you may feel like this person may just be a bonus. Okay. Or this is what's kind of going on here in this connection, the both of you. It's funny too, because she has they're all the same, and she's wearing the 3D glasses there when she's looking at confidence. It's almost like someone that's going to have to perform, or they're wondering if they're going to have confidence in some sort of way, or trying to have confidence in themselves. And they may be kind of in this place to where they don't know, like they're trying to foresee that. And this is how you're both feeling. So we have wonder. Okay. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes better and better. Theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout, encore, and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got the ticket to the show. So this is like, I feel like this is a, where you're looking at this and thinking, you know, what if or whatever. It's kind of that feeling of that. And it's something else that I missed as well, is that you may be someone that have been sitting in a very kind of mundane feeling. And this is something that is something to partake in, you know, something to keep you, because the way that it says, when something maddening happens, I laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad that I got a ticket to the show. So it's almost like that the both of you are just glad to kind of be having an opportunity here. I feel like this is a newer thing. You have confidence here as well. This can also be a renewal, by the way. But I feel like more like this is a newer thing because there's a lot of mysteriousness here about not knowing what the future holds, you know, which is where confidence comes in. And it's funny too because I feel like there's also this inner feeling of wanting to be proud in some sort of way. It's like you want the other person to be so, look at you in such a good way that they want to put you on their fridge. You know, which is what you see here. It's a drawing of a kid's picture on the fridge, and you wouldn't want your mom to say, "Oh, that's not going to work. We're not going to put that on the fridge. You didn't even do very good on that picture." I would never tell my kids that. My whole fridge is covered in them. So it's like this energy of wanting to be proud, you know, wanting someone to be proud of what it is that you are presenting and to have confidence there. That's like the definition of confidence. But in the moment, here we go again. In the moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I didn't even know that said that. I see an abundance, and that could be something that's here too as well. Something about you may be very connected with your mother or mother energy. It's like, and that might be it as well. Someone that you want to be proud of you. It could be about this connection or abundance. It's just like this energy of someone that you want to please, you know. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up in all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on the refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, "Look at that. Can you believe that an A+ is that is? What an A+ that is?" And I got distracted here. I'm going to tell you what these letters are, okay? You have C, A, K, and L. You also have X, O, and a heart on the magnets. And there's a little girl's picture there. So there's something to do with this that hinders or pressures on this connection in some kind of way. There's something there for some of you that has something to do with hindering your confidence, and it could be you could be feeling like you're letting someone down, or you don't want to let someone down. You know, you don't want to let this person down. So I'm going to get a tarot for you and them as far as your energy goes, and then we'll go into the spread. Yeah, look at that. Man, that's the devil. And the 3 of Cups. So that is partaking in something, you know, something that, I mean, this is something that you feel like it could be some sort of, I don't know how to say this without being, it's like a lustful energy. So that's something that's there. With that devil, and you have judgment here. So you may be trying to make some kind of judgment call in this relationship. Like, what could it be with abundance that's there at the bottom of the deck, which I'll read right now while I'm shuffling. It says, "Congratulations. It seems that you're due for a little," and then they have that, and it says, "an infinite big piece of abundance pie. Feel that you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit the table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your hole." Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. To get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Big words, guys. For some reason, lately I cannot say very big words. Okay. What is your energy right now currently with this person in this connection? What is your energy towards this connection with this person? We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So you could be somewhat overwhelmed at this time, trying to figure out if you should continue something, you know. It's like what I was saying. It's like this feeling of trying to figure out if this is something that you should embark in. What kind of abundance will it bring to you? Can I have one clarifier, please? The Queen of Swords. So you're trying to use your head here. You're trying to be logical, smart. You may be trying to be very careful what it is that you communicate to this person, or maintain a sense of clear thinking. Okay, so let's see about this person. That's Libra energy, by the way. I don't know if I said that. It's like you're trying to figure out what is the balance here, and you're a little bit overwhelmed with maintaining a sense of staying logical, moving forward, about the practicability and abundance that could be here. I feel like you're sitting in a place of making decisions. Okay, we want to know about your person's energy. What is their person's energy at this time towards the connection? I should have took that. That came out my hand. What is their person's current energy towards them in this connection at this time? Yeah, Two of Swords. Well, I just talked about that, making decisions. So you're both in a place of this decision making. There may be a little bit of indecisiveness here. You may have sleepless nights about this person. You may resonate with the other side, but this person may have some sleepless nights here about this. Like they have a hard time resting, or in their dream state, they think about this a lot. Like it's affecting their subconscious as well. Like it's something that it's intense. I just lost my voice for a second. I'm sorry. It's like an intense feeling of indecisiveness. Okay, they just gave me. This person's trying to get out of their head about this. They could be juggling here. You and someone else. You have an Empress here in reverse, which is Taurus energy, Libra. And then you have the Two of Pentacles here, which is a card of options. What are your options here? So this person, but this is also an energy of abundance with this Empress here, with the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like this person's trying to get out of their head. They're trying to make a clear decision on what options they have or what choice they should make. And so they know what action to take. So they're just trying to figure out if this is something that's going to grow, if they should trust this. And it's possible for some of you, there may be somebody else here that they're juggling. Yeah. This could also represent that mother figure. We talk so much about that here. So it could be someone that is a mother, or yeah, it could be the mother of their kids or something like that. Because it's the Empress, and she's pregnant here as well. This could also be someone that still wants more kids. This is something that I think that they think about. I don't know why that comes up, but it could have something to do with the mother in some way. That was off into something else, guys. This person's trying to get out of their head about this. Let's see what's going on. Okay. What's going to happen? What's going to happen here? So you're over here just trying to stay straight, you know? Well, I want to get one more for that. Why is that? It's just funny to me the way that she has her hands up and this other character is looking at her upside down in the way that she is. It's almost like there's something you're defending or protecting yourself. The Five of Cups in reverse. You're trying to protect yourself from some kind of disappointment, regret. Oh, you're trying to not get attached to the outcome, to the situation. So you're trying to stay focused on being logical. This makes sense. You may also still be moving on from something, or You're letting go of something. You're moving on from something. Why are you looking at it like that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm nosy. Queen of Pentacles, because you're stable. Because you are stable. You're trying to remain in control of the situation because you don't want to be disappointed. You don't want to get attached because you don't know the outcome. The only cups that are there, which is the emotions, are the ones that are already spilt. And that's something you're processing or moving on from. So you may have just recently came out of a not great relationships. I think I mentioned that here with all these people in that card. So you're seeing this as you don't want to be fooled, and you don't want to be tricked in any kind of way when it comes to this connection. So you're just in this place of wanting to be stable and secure, while I think maintaining some sense of staying open. And I think that's difficult, overwhelming. That's a hard thing to do. Someone that's afraid of being abandoned. So they're detaching emotionally. Or they're trying to create that so they don't get hurt. Okay. And there's something this person is experiencing they're going through in their head about something to do with the mother, and trying to get out of their head about making a choice or it being an option in some kind of way. And where the abundance lies there. And it's difficult. It's difficult. Connecting energy. Let's see what's going to happen between the two of them. What's going to happen between the two of them moving forward? Let's see what the best possible outcome is. Okay, let's just change the cards. I just energy shifted those cards in the middle of talking because I started going a different direction, and it shifted it, which means if you go about this energy that you're going at this moment in time, in the energies that you're both in, there's a lot of unstableness that's here. There's trying to gain some control here. There's a lack of being open to what's available for you. So I think they're wanting to kind of point that out. What is that? What's available? What's the best possible outcome between Paul, one, and their person? The Star. Well, of course. They're not going to make that one easy on you. So the star is Aquarius energy. It's a wish. It's like a dream come true. This could also be something that's really healing, by the way. For you or this person. Aquarius energy. Something could happen around Aquarius season for some of you, because it's, as I'm filming this, it hasn't happened yet, though this is a timeless reading. Between January the 20th and February the 19th. Somewhere around that, I feel like something big could happen here. What is that? The Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd say you can have abundance here. You could end up having a family with this person. Or you could just end up in a place to where you feel really emotionally fulfilled, really happy. This is the wish here, and this is the wish come true. This could also be about healing, healing family, or healing emotionally, you know. Can you tell me the best possible outcome here? You have the Emperor and the Death. This is someone that's taking charge and stepping up and being who they need to be, or being who they want to be, taking charge of a situation and changing the direction of you know, this is about letting go and having a brand new cycle, a brand new start, closing out some things and moving on to something. This is the best possible outcome. You may end up having a family with this person. There's a little girl here. Again. Remember we had it on the fridge, the little girl, picture of a little girl, and you have two little girls here. You may end up having a family with this person for some of you. This could be a same-sex relationship as well for some of you. Or you could just find yourself very similar to this person. You have an emperor and an empress out here. You could be releasing or letting go, or this person could have a long-term relationship or idea of something that didn't work out, because the Empress is in reverse here with that Two of Pentacles of the option. And then you have this Emperor here. And look at the way he's like looking at the Star and the Ten of Cups. And this girl here is naked. So I'm just saying. That's Aquarius energy here. You have Aries and Scorpio as well. This could also look in the way of someone that's wanting to heal. If this is a returning person or something of that sort, it could look in the way of someone that's wanting to heal a family or heal a situation and start a new cycle moving forward with that. And there's a mother here. Again, Queen of Wands. That's Leo energy. This is someone that's moving, that's changing. This is the best possible outcome. Remember, this is the best possible outcome. I want to take a look, though. I want to see if this is the best possible outcome. This is the confidence that you're looking for here, by the way. Being strong and confident here. Your intuition is, I feel like part of your intuition is picking up on this. I think that there's a lot of things that get in the way of that in your head because you're not as open as you normally would be in this situation because of something here pertaining to your past energy. Is you're trying to, I just heard orchestrate your idea of what's moving forward. You're trying to hold on to that control that you have. Like you don't want to have any kind of surprises. But this is good energy here. I mean, this is starting something new. What are the energies currently? What are the current energies? If they stay in this current energy, what would happen here? If they stay in the current energy, what's going to happen here? The Knight of Cups. Oh, you're cutting yourself off. I mean, are these? I'm going to have to scoot these up. I mean, where am I going to put them? I'm running out of room here. I moved my camera closer to here so y'all could see better. And now I'm running out of room, guys. There's a lot of Taurus energy here, by the way, all over. So it's almost like you're trying to figure out basically where you're gonna hang your hat. You know what I mean? Like, and I think here, as far as what could happen, is what I was gonna say is you're cutting yourself off, or I feel like you're cutting yourself off here when it comes to what you want to manifest from this. So the possibility here is here. I mean, you have the Star and the Ten of Cups here, with the Emperor, Death, and the Queen of Wands. So the possibility is there. The confidence is there. Like you're going to feel confident about the situation here moving forward. Whatever it is here that you're closing out, you're moving into confidence. So what could happen is, I mean, something good. Abundance. But as far as this current energy, you have, I just smelled cigars. Weird. You have a Knight of Cups here. So, like cigars. I get it. Like you're going to have something to celebrate, right? I don't think I've ever gotten that with smell and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Having something to celebrate. That's the Queen of Wands. They want me to pull one more for that. I'm going to look. I'm going to use a different deck. That Queen of Wands energy. You have the King of Pentacles here in reverse. You have that Queen of Pentacles upright out there. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. What is this about? The Hierophant and the Lovers. Well, that could be a marriage for some of you. This is a card of divine love and soul connection. This is a choice in a relationship, in a union, in Gemini energy, and Taurus again. And that Hierophant, that's about there being this, like you're going to feel confident in this relationship as being something that is stable. That is that Taurus energy I just got done talking about something that you feel like is dependable, something that you want to have, you know, something that fits with you. This is definitely energy of someone that aligns with you. Being confident in your knowledge here moving into this, you're going to feel more confident in knowing that this is right with that Lovers there. Tell me about death. The Seven of Swords. That's ending deception, which is we talked about here with you feeling like you're in, you don't know if this is an illusion, you know, you're worried about it. The Seven of Swords could be betrayal. It could be some kind of deception in some kind of way here, dishonesty perhaps, or just being strategic. So that strategic energy on your part is something that's here that could be ending, feeling like you can't open up, right? Or being deceptive in any kind of way. It's something that's going to end here. Why is that? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's something to do with an unfortunate event. Or you could have just been stuck in a cycle, a karmic cycle of some sort, something that's not good for you, or something that's repetitive pattern that you're no longer stuck in. And it could have to do with deception or feeling like this is a fantasy or illusion, or there's being some kind of dishonesty, sneakiness here. It's just strategy, you know. It's something that is going to change. Your luck will change. I think that's something that's here as well moving forward. So if you feel like you haven't had luck in relationships, or you haven't, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of these people here too. That Seven of Swords. So that feeling like that's something that's holding on there. If you haven't had any luck in relationships, then this is something that I think that you're going to release and end and let go of. You're going to find confidence here. I think that's the most important thing. So this Knight of Cups, as far as what would happen if you keep going forward, like I was trying to say, and then I kind of went off into everything else. Manifestation, where you are right now, because you're in the state that you're in, you're not allowing yourself to open up fully, to kind of dream bigger or wish bigger, or, you know, you're limiting yourself in some sense by what you can have because you're trying to stay in control. So you're not allowing room to breathe. You're not allowing room to imagine, or room to think about the possibilities of what could happen. And when we close ourselves off to that, then we close out our manifestation of what we want. So you have to have more of an open highway here. And with you trying to control, especially because you're holding on to, or you're still moving on from something of the past, or that was just, you have moved on, but it was just so heavy that you're holding on to control here. If you could release that, you could have more. But as this current energy right now that you're in, if you can continue it, this Knight of Cups, this is going to be like a, I just saw 2828 on the timer. So that might be an angel number you might want to look up. I don't know what that means, but it's also 1010, you know. And this Knight of Cups is like a fun, playful energy. It's like a romance, and it's that cup of love, you know, being offered in that way. But it's someone that's not, it's not promised. It doesn't stick around. So that could happen here if you limit your possibilities, right? Why am I using this? But I'm going to keep it out because it's the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So this could cause, there could be some kind of conflict here that occurs. I guess I needed to do that. You have an Eight of Cups in the reverse. So if you don't walk away from something here, detach from something fully emotionally, Ten of Cups is here with strength and the Sun. So Leo, double Leo energy. The Moon in reverse, Deception's coming out, and then you have that Nine of Cups and that's your wish fulfillment there, your manifestation of what you want. You have the Sun, so clarity here, confidence, having confidence in being open, you know, and strength, and having patience here when it comes to that as well. Having inner strength, knowing you can open yourself up more. And the Ten of Cups with what it is that you want. You know, don't just be stuck in the Nine of Cups. You're thinking about the Ten of Cups. And there's emotional stability here too. You may have a child with this person. Dude, this just keeps coming up. Look at the baby on this card. Yeah. If you don't want that, I would say definitely use precaution here. Because, I mean, this just keeps coming up. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So if you don't let go of fear of things changing, and it's things changing about yourself, that you're now in a stable feeling, like you feel stable within yourself, you know, if you're not able to step outside of your comfort zone when it comes to that, then you could lose a opportunity, right, for more. Yeah, and I think also this may be something that's very in and out, or very slow moving. There could be some kind of conflict around this, or if you stay conflicted that this is what's going to happen. There may be some competitiveness here as well, so there may be some kind of betrayal here or some kind of there's something here. It could be a disagreement of some sort, an unfairness or something like that, where it's causing this practicability to be placed on the offer moving forward. So it's kind of like tainting this, what the star could be. So what could happen here in the current energy here for Pile 1? What could happen in the current energy? Yeah, the Seven of Wands. It will become challenging. And this is also about you keeping your guard up, right? And look at her. She's literally keeping her guard up with that Knight of Cups that's coming in. So, what else? The Five of Wands. There's the competition and conflict. You could even actually push this person away towards looking at other options or other things. There could be some outside interference, or because of this guardedness and stuff that's here, you're allowing more outside interference to affect the outcome here. See, here, as the best possible outcome, you're in control with that Emperor. What about moving forward here? In the current energy, what could happen? The Three of Pentacles. So that could be working something out, committing to something. It's like here there's death, and here there's the Three of Pentacles. So something that you could be ending, you could be committing to or recommitting to in some kind of way. Maybe repeating another pattern. Committing to another pattern. You have a Nine of Swords in the reverse, just to get out of your head. Yeah, you know how we do that sometimes in life? Like we don't want to step outside of our comfort zone, so what we do is we just protect ourselves to a certain point to where it causes some kind of interference, right? Whatever that is. Or allow that outside interference to affect you in the outcome of something and what you can imagine it to be. And sometimes we feel uncomfortable about this, you know, or it's too much of a challenge because of the feeling overwhelmed and the conflict and mentally, that you allow yourself to let the outside interference kind of take over. And before you know it, you're repeating another pattern, or you're stuck in the same situation here with that Three of Pentacles. You're working on things again just to kind of get out of your head, just to get out of anxiety here, the Nine of Swords in reverse, just to be able to see the light at the end of it. Like, I just don't want to fight anymore, or I just want to be with somebody, you know, or, you know, whatever it is. It's like, or maybe this can work. I just want to get out of my head. I can't handle the stress. I can't handle all the pressure of maintaining control here. Billy Joe and Harry, whatever, has so much to say about the situation, and I'm tired of listening to it. You know, it's like this right here is allowing fear and negativity to win, that Nine of Swords in reverse. You also have 1 o'clock. What is this? 12:30 on the clock here. 12:30 a.m. Could be relevant in some way. Page of Cups is the bottom of the deck, overall energy, which is being emotionally capable or holding back emotionally here. Yeah. It's funny because when we try to not emotionally detach to situations, but again, that does close us off. And it's like, well, do I really want to get on this, you know, carousel here of this? Is this going to work? Or do I really want to go through this situation if it doesn't? And, you know, we look at that and we kind of evaluate and we evaluate and we evaluate. And we almost sometimes kind of sabotage ourselves with overthinking about all the possibilities of something going in a not great direction, because that's what we're trying to protect. And we get off into that rabbit hole of that. And then before we know it, we're limiting ourselves to what we could have. And if you aren't looking at something, you know, when you look at something and you look at it like, man, that's a wish come true right there, you know, that's what I want. You're in your emotions when you're thinking about stuff like that, being emotionally and spiritually fulfilled. That's what everybody really desires. That's what your soul desires. And so if you're not able to step into your emotional space and allow yourself to really kind of think about what that could be, you know, because that's where a manifestation is. You have to be able to feel it, feel what that reality would be like, what it would feel like in order to make it happen. And if you don't want to step in your emotions to know what it's going to feel like, then you're not going to make what's going to happen, could happen, happen. It comes from the mind, guys. It's all in your mind, in your mindset. So I can go through here and tell you, yeah, look at this. This looks great. Letting go of some patterns here and moving into something good. I'm feeling confident. And this is a lot of passion here, by the way. With this Queen of Wands, she kind of just goes after her desires and what she wants. And a lot of courage and strength there. Yeah. And this could be it. But then you have this down here, and this could be it as well, you know, which is kind of repeating another pattern. Depends on how much emotions you want to put into it. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Being overwhelmed about what it is what action that you want to take, not knowing if you feel like you need to find your sense of a base, home base. So what's your reality versus your dream, you know, and make sense of it. And then what's fair there with Libra energy? What's fair here? Being fair to yourself while still being fair to others, you know, you have to go through and kind of mentally figure that out. What does that look like to you? And, you know, what situation? What do you want? You know, what's fair? And you have to evaluate, which is what you're doing. But then you have this Two of Cups in reverse. So there could be a separation, breakup, or something like that here. Or this could just be a sense of what you're afraid of. And I don't mean with this person. There could be that with someone else. with that Empress and Emperor in reverse. And then Ten of Swords is here. So this could have, I mean, there is betrayal here as well. So being dishonest about something or to someone, or they are. My ears just started ringing. And not wanting to get hurt. Advice. I pulled some different cards for this. I think these are called the love. Okay, well, they'll be down below. I think it's the Love Abundance oracles. I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember. Can I have some advice, please? Can I have some advice with this, please? Look at that. The union of hearts. A love connection defines explanation. It's the number 28. It's the number 28. I said that earlier. 28. That's awesome. Yeah, and look, they're both trees. So it's, and there's bluebirds all in their hair, which came out in a collective reading I did the other day. It's the reading down below that has the bluebird on it. There was a lot of bluebirds, which is a sense of free bird, you know, freedom. It's funny that this isn't a love connection that defines explanation, because that's exactly what you're trying to do here, is make sense of this. And I told you in the beginning, you have the 2 and the 8 here. 2 is the number of making those decisions, and 8 is taking that action, which we see. Can I have one more for advice, please? Yeah, look at this. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Number 33. Yeah. 3 is a number of expansion. And see how she's looking at that in that shell? She's all in that water, which is the emotion that you're kind of restricting here. You're holding back. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Yeah. And love endures is at the bottom of the deck. So there may be some obstacles here. And this is the number 43. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Interesting. Not enough for me. I'm going to get one more for advice. Actually, they keep drawing me into these cards, so I'm just going to use them. I've been, like, these cards have been calling my name. Lately, I've been feeling, like, connected with them, their energy. These are Gabriela Bernstein's. I can't remember what the Universe Has My Back, I think, is the name of these ones. She makes different ones. Okay. What advice do you want to leave pile 1 with here moving forward? The more I attuned my energy with appreciation, again, the more the universe will deliver. So yeah, this is like, I'm just happy to be here. That's this here too as well, you know. That was what we talked about here in the very beginning, in that very first card, where, you know, I'm just happy for the opportunity. I'm just happy to be here. Be confident in the fact that that's the case as well. You know, this is something that has found you for a reason. And just to allow yourself to be, fear is he steals our happiness, you know, all the time. Fear, anxiety, stress, all these things that we carry around with us, they steal so much time away from us. And when you start to understand and pick up on where you need to be allowing yourself to open, then in having that kind of control to allow thoughts to just run through you and not stay stuck in your head, then you really start to open yourself and allow big abundance, big things happen for you. the more the universe, if you keep saying, you know what, I just appreciate this, I'm just grateful for this opportunity, the more that the universe is going to allow you to have, is going to keep giving to you. You know, if you went to someone and you said that you gave them something special and that person said, oh, it's okay, you know, I don't really like it. I've had that happen to me before, by the way. Bad situation, but you know what? I never gave to that person anymore. I bought a present for someone else because they couldn't, and to give to someone, and that person ended up not liking it, and I think they just didn't like me. But anyways, and I was like, you know what? Pick your own gifts for them then. You just go pick it out then. That's what they really wanted to begin with. And if I cut it off, right? But if that person would have said, oh my gosh, this is the best gift I've ever had, and you know, this, I'm so thankful to have it, I'm just glad that you got it for me, thank you for the gift. You know, I might not love it right now, but maybe I will. You know, something like that. Then the universe is going to keep giving you. I mean, you would keep giving to that person, right? It's the same thing with the universe, guys. Or whatever you believe in, you know. Some of us say we're grateful for things, but we're really not so grateful, or we wouldn't question it as much. I slow down and listen to the guidance that is available to me. So yeah, makes you think. At least, you know, think about it. Needing to kind of just think about that idea. And then when things kind of come up, you have to tell yourself the same things. You know, you have to reprogram your brain to understanding that. The present moment doesn't last forever. You know, you won't stay stuck in conflict or uncertainty forever. Okay. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you have some cool initials here. There's a lot of double energy here as well, so which makes me think of the lovers, you know, and the two hearts that's here. Yeah, the union of hearts. I mean, I feel like this person could be, this person could be a match with you. Definitely as far as what it is that the two of you want. You will feel confident that you can trust this person. You have the two fish here, so going round and round here could be relevant with your emotions or how you feel. This reminds me of Pisces, obviously, which is the 12th house, which talks about the, you know, subconscious, and we talked about that in the beginning. So going round and around in your head about that is something that's here. You have BFF here, so this could be a friend, or a friend could be a factor in this. You have the 4-1, or I always say 4 wands with this, which is about union, coming together, that event, or reunion, celebration. It says party light. And there's only one lit. So it's almost like take things as you go kind of feeling, you know. So you have 2, which is the balance. We have 6, which is healing. And the lovers, again, in tarot. And then you have 1, which is that new beginning. And then you have I, M, S, another I, and another S. There's doubles here, guys, like crazy. That's weird. Miss. You may miss this person, or you don't want to miss out. I miss. BFF. This person may be a friend, or you don't want, there's like, I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to see. Okay. I'm going to put this up here so y'all can see it. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave you. I keep looking at the letters like I'm gonna find something else. There may be something else, I don't know, and I'm just not seeing it. But Sims is there, so you don't want to feel like definitely that illusion stuff's coming out. But you know what? Your life is what you make it. That's what it wants me to say. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you here. So thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and your kindness, of course. And I hope this helps, and I hope to see you soon. Hey, Pal 2. So if you chose the Wandering Star Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So we're going to put the tarot aside. We're going to get into these affirmations. These are going to show me a little glimpse at your person and yours connection and where it sits, how you're feeling, so you know for sure if this is your pile or not. And then, of course, I can get a good context of what we're looking at. I think that's just, I keep seeing that card. It's generosity. One more. Okay. Pile 2. Where is pile 2 in their person's current state of the relationship? Options. It's funny that I said current state of the relationship. So this could be someone that you may be, I mean, obviously you don't know where you sit with this person. Well, I mean, not obvious, I guess. If you're looking at a reading and thinking what's going to happen between us, you could be sitting at an opposition of some sort with this person, you know. With options here, you may be trying to figure out what your options are. This looks freaking disgusting. You have ice cream, a chicken leg, and a cherry, different kinds of ice cream, and then a shrimp and a weenie on here. So it's like there's this stuff. It's like you're trying to figure out if this fits or if this makes sense or what do you really want. It's like looking at a whole bunch of different kinds of food. I don't, you know, when you go in there and you're like, I don't know if I want something sweet or if I want something, if I want to actually make something. That's like me going in my kitchen and saying, do I just want to drink a protein shake because I want something sweet, or do I want to actually make a meal here? Yeah, you can't figure that out. So that's here when it comes to this connection. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Like you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Yeah. So this could be where you're at. And this is funny because this is kind of similar. Like pile 1 needed that card, you know? But I mean, we're looking at relationships and what are the possibilities, you know, what could happen. So that's obvious. Obviously a practical card to have here as far as the connection goes. But this could be someone that you've been, you don't know where you sit with this person. 2 cards I pulled and they're both, okay. Forgiveness and manifestation. So you may be wondering if you can forgive this person, or if y'all can manifest something new, if you can manifest a renewal, or if you can manifest forgiveness. And for some of you, this might have to do with just moving forgiveness and moving on, because manifestation is an energy of adding to, moving on, you know, to evolving. So, or moving out of a situation. Can you have forgiveness here? These are both bonus cards in this deck. And you have inspiration here. So you may have something in your head here, listening to someone, or you may have a thought here that's just staying stuck, constant, like in your head. There's a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it gets. Soon it will be a flawless speech, voiced by James Earl Jones, through a megaphone with lots of applause. Yeah. So it's something that you want to create into a reality, you know. It's like this burning thought. What it is that you want to hold on to, thinking about that and your options that are in front of you and what you could have. And now hold on. I'm not ready for this, but this is like what I'm trying to explain. The Three of Wands here in reverse. So it's like, are you looking at this as something that is, you're waiting for something that's never going to happen? So you may be sitting in a place with this person where you feel like you're waiting for forgiveness, or you're waiting for healing here, and it's something that may never happen. So you're wondering if you should move on from that. Some of you, if this is someone new, or it's like you're afraid of waiting for something that never happens. There could be distance here. This is a card of taking action, adventure, you know, travel. Something that never happens. It's something that never works out or never comes together properly. It's waiting on those ships to come in, and they never come in, or they come in and they're not what you wanted. You know, it's that kind of energies here around this connection. I feel like both of you are in that place. It came out again. Fine, we'll just leave it out, I guess. Good night, guys. These cards are just flying out intense. Look at this. Wow. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, I have to say, as far as the connection itself goes, I think that you are, well, let's read this and then I'll finish. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. So there's something here you're trying to find peace of mind in. And it has to do with options and waiting here for something that may never happen. And what you want to manifest. But then you have this Queen of Cups here, just Cancer energy. You have the Knight of Swords, and you have Temperance. Now, I am reading y'all's a little bit differently than I did the format in Pile 1, and that happens sometimes in reading because the situations are different. But there is this, like, hold on a second, guys. These aren't straight, and it's just going to bug me. There's this feeling of wanting to take action, wanting to move forward, but feeling conflicted here, possibly because how you feel emotionally about someone, and trying to find peace with that. I mean, there could just be a forgiveness here, wanting forgiveness with this person, because you still have emotions here, you know, or you want to find peace with your emotions for someone. Sagittarius energies here too. Like you're healing the situation, you know, trying to listen to your inner guidance, and trying to find balance with wanting to take action here, maybe towards an option, or just not wanting to wait around for something that's, you feel like it's just not going to work out. You know, that Three of Wands in reverse that just needed to come out so bad. We have the Moon in reverse, Pisces energy. So yeah, that's coming out of the shadows. That's coming out of the shadow. Feeling inspired to come out of the dark about something. Something's making you take a look at where you are and the truth or reality of where you are. And releasing some pain or healing past forgiving yourself and forgiving the situation so that you can move forward, and getting out of your head about that, listening to your intuition about what the reality is. So what's going to happen between them? Oh, that came right out. You have an Emperor here, Aries energy. So sticking to law and order here, taking a direction, being the leader, taking control, moving forward. You have Judgment, moving forward with the Judgment call here, with what you want here, accepting a situation, accepting how you feel. What's going to happen between the two of them? That's Scorpio energy there. The King of Wands. Again, taking action here. It's Aries energy again. Let me get the rest of them real quick. You're accepting your emotions here, how you feel. You have the Capricorn energy here in reverse. Again, it's that shadows that's coming out. It's like you're accepting a situation to where there was possibly some toxicities here. Obviously, if forgiveness is here, there's been some kind of toxicities around this, and having forgiveness and acceptance and peace so that you can move forward. All that is something that's here. This is something that I think that you want, so that you can come out and be open, be honest, and feel secure moving forward. And I think that what's going to happen between the two of you is that you're both going to step into understanding your power in this relationship here, and making accepting and making a judgment call to move forward past, getting past any kind of toxicity that's here. What's going to happen between them? The Four of Cups in reverse. This, for some of you, could be choosing yourself. For some of you, this could be just like finally releasing something that you feel like that you've sat on for a long time about, should I have done it this way? Or I wish that would have happened in a different way. Or I wish I would have never, you know, expressed some emotions, or did this or didn't do this, you know, or whatever. That's something that you're going to be releasing, something that you're going to be getting over and moving on from. I do feel like that you may move on into a place to where then you have to, it's kind of like an energy of feeling like, okay, now that's over and done with, and then you have to kind of sit in that. And there's a period there where before you get to feeling like you can have nostalgia in this situation, you have to go through that period of disappointing energy, sitting in that more Five of Cups energy where you're thinking, you know, I'm just really disappointed that this didn't work out. I'm really disappointed on how things went, or something to that nature. And it's like you're getting past feeling also like you have no power in this situation as well. You definitely are stepping into a place of power. And this is for the both of you moving forward, right? What else can you tell me about what's going to happen here between pile 2 and their person? What's going to happen here? Feeling inspired for forgiveness is the biggest part. You have the Mother Star here with the Emperor. And I'm going to put it right there. I hate to cover the cards, but I'm running out of room. Which is a special card in this deck. It's called the Yes card. And the Mother Star. And it's like a birthing something new. Something where you feel like you're listening to your intuition here. You're listening to your higher self in this situation. Moving forward, what do you need to do? So judgment is here. You're facing judgment here. Possibly on your emotions or how you feel. You have the Lovers here. So this is someone that you want to have union with, or you feel at peace with. Feeling at peace with how you feel about this person. Tell me what the King of Wands is here. Making a choice here. There's the Six of Cups. Yeah. So there's that soulmate energy. This could also have to do with just reconciling here. Reconciling your differences, taking action to reconcile your differences and to move forward, having confidence in that. Moving forward, that's what's going to happen here. You're going to feel confident, and the conflict of what has occurred here, you're going to feel confident in moving forward with it. There's an understanding that you have here with this person in some way. Whatever your situation was, the Devil here in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles. So this could be someone that you have a family with, or this could be a long-term relationship here that you're reconciling. It may not be for like reconciling it forever, but it's just this energy of forgiving that situation so you can step back into your power. It's about healing a situation, I so that you can decide what to do from there. You know, it's a place of peace. The Hierophant. Yeah, that's a lesson here that's taking place and coming out of the shadows of what you didn't know or what you've been wondering, so that you can step into your acknowledgement of the truth. Some of you, if this is a newer relationship here, forgiving yourself for your past and wanting a renewal within yourself of starting over, trying again, you know, and yeah, putting these two together right here is creating a sense of overall abundance, you know, feeling inspired to take action towards making something grow, making a judgment call here to invest emotionally in a situation, to reconcile or come together here with someone that you see as someone. It could be someone that you've known for a long period of time with that Six of Cups, soulmate energy, wanting to get past the conflict and take action towards that so that you can have your abundance, your Ten of Pentacles here. Not seeing it as something that's toxic, something that can actually be a reality, getting over the fear of it, fear of getting what you want, you know, and maybe possibly stepping into a commitment here for some of you with that Hierophant energy there. So two different scenarios that I'm feeling here, guys, but bottom line here, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and for some of you, you may feel like you resonate with both of these situations. For some of you, this may be two people here. Something that you're releasing and something that you're moving forward with. What's going to happen between you? You have this King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy for me, but it's like a feeling of feeling stable in a situation, and you have a Six of Wands here. So for either situation or whatever this is, it's like this is going to be something that will be successful, that you'll be successful at, that you're going to triumph here. It's giving recognition too for a sense of feeling stable, like you can trust this situation now moving forward, or you feel confident in your decision, or you feel confident where you are. You feel confident in yourself. There's definitely some fears that you're moving past with this. Moving forward, you have a Ten of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, there's going to be a significant change that takes place, a burden that's released here. So either this is something that you've been holding on to and you're moving in a different direction, new directions with options being there, opening up to something new. Or this could be just like you're releasing the burden of what happened between you and this person and asking for forgiveness here. And this is something that you've been trying to manifest, I feel like, for a while. Something that's been in your head here for quite some time. I think that you're going to get recognition in a sense of there's stableness that becomes this connection. This connection becomes something that's stable in some kind of way. So your understanding of this connection is something that will stabilize, where you feel like everything's out into the open and you kind of understand where you sit with this person now, so that you can both move forward, or you can move forward your separate ways depending on what your situation is. But there's going to be some radical change. You're finally going to be able to release or let go. This could be someone that you're letting go of. Like I said before, you have a Four of Wands here, which is uniting here with someone, and then you have this Queen of Wands. It's like you're coming into union with your understanding of what changes you need to make, what direction that the two of you need to head in. And that Queen of Wands in reverse can be someone that's maybe you haven't had confidence to do this before, but you have that confidence now. Okay, I'm gonna get a few clarifiers to see a little bit more in depth, and then we'll get some advice. Can you give me a few more, please, on this for Paul 2? Can you give me a few more of the possibilities here? What could happen for Paul 2 moving forward? You have a Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you may be breaking a commitment here. there, whatever has been a disharmony here is something, I think that's obviously what's shifting there. This 10 of Wands in reverse is a significant shift that's going to take place, and you're going to feel like a burden's been lifted. You have a 5 of Wands in the reverse, so that's another card of getting over conflict or avoiding conflict. But it's about finding peace and harmony, releasing the tension here, moving forward. Maybe some kind of commitment that you had that it's like, okay, now I don't have to be committed to something right now, or I'm releasing, feeling like I'm not doing what I need to do. It's like pressure being lifted off in some kind of way, right? 6 of Wands in the reverse on top of the 6 of Wands upright. So whatever it is that you feel like you've been a failure at, or you've been fearful of, you've been wanting to kind of give up on, or you feel like maybe you've had lack of confidence, or you're just wanting to be private here with how you feel, and you're just kind of keeping everything to yourself, and you're not expressing it, you're not saying it out loud. That's what's going to change here. You're fixing to kind of push that life button. Change. Time to change. And making it happen here by taking action. Strength in reverse. Or this is this person coming towards you, okay? Because this person, somebody's coming towards somebody. Big time, by the way. If it hadn't happened yet. Strength in reverse. That's Leo energy. So whatever lack of confidence that you've had here is what's definitely something that's changing. It's going to change your confidence in moving forward as well. And I think that you've gotten to the point here now where, look at that death. It's exactly this reading. Scorpio energy. Leo there too. I don't know if I said that. It's like you're completely closing out something here, letting go of something that you felt like has just been like weighing you down and keeping you from being able to be really successful. This could even look in the way of like a karmic relationship or a karmic cycle of some sort that just keeps playing out over and over and over, and you feel stuck in, and you know that you need to like have this forgiveness for yourself, or forgiveness for this person or past person or something like that, so that you can get past that, close that out, and move forward. Like, you want this change, you want something to change. And I think that you've been kind of impatient, or you feel impatient for where things are, and that's part of this. It's because it's pushing on you in that way. It's like, okay, I'm ready for this, or want something different. You know, that's that inspiration that's there, that voice in your head saying, we want something to change here, we want something different to happen. As far as what's going to happen between you and this person, or a new person, I mean, this is all good stuff. This is about healing and deciding which direction that you want to take. You're definitely moving on past something big. Big changes are going to take place here. I feel like in your life altogether. You hear that plane? You have a 2 of Cups here in reverse. Yeah. And look at that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. So there's someone here that could be feeling like you've been selfish, or someone that could be feeling like they haven't had confidence here, or they've just like, there's just drama related to this in some kind of way. More Leo energy here in Aquarius. And you've both been kind of at each other with that. Like, this person's not been confident, and if this is someone that you're already with here in this kind of way, this is someone that has not been confident in their relationship and how you feel about them or how you see them. Haven't been confident in this moving forward or it working out. And then you've been in a place where you've been very closed off and cold and kind of disconnected from the relationship altogether. And so it could be that some of you may be experiencing a breakup, or you will be, or there's just been this disharmony between you and this other person. That is what is going to change. So either there's forgiveness in that situation and you're going separate ways, or you know, you're having forgiveness and starting a new cycle. Either way, I see a new cycle here for you. That's why I think you're sitting in this place of options, no matter what you decide. You know, bottom line, forgiveness will take place. So there's a sense of peace. It's like conflict that occurs because peace needs to happen, and you kind of have to get through the conflict in order to find what that peace looks like, you know, find peace. I mean, you can't have peace until you get past that part. And then you have to have peace within your heart, forgiveness within your heart. You can't have that until you get past the conflict. So that's what's here. It's like, I do feel this energy though for some of you. You're still having a stability here with this person in some kind of way, but for some of you, you may choose to just keep this as a lesson and move on. Can I have some advice here for pile 2? Like attracts like. Yeah. If you long for more love, be more loving. So that's that coldness that I was talking about. Like, it's like this person's kind of pushed you away in this relationship too because they had a lack of confidence that was there. You also have act as if your partner is here. Number 37. So for some of you, there may have been some drama that's occurred between the two of you about what's acceptable and what's not. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you so that you always consider them. So maybe that's what it is. This person felt like you weren't being considerate of them, and their pressure of that made you close off. The drama of that made you kind of close off and keep to yourself. So what's going to happen moving forward? Let me get one more card, guys, and we'll get some advice too. What's going to happen moving forward here? Actually, I'm going to use these. What's going to happen moving forward here? Moving forward here for pile 2. What's going to happen moving forward here for pile 2? I think some of you are going to have a choice. That's why I can't like get to the bottom of it. With options being that first card that came out. We have redirect your thoughts. Focus on what you want to attract in a relationship, not what you fear will happen. So that's as far as advice goes. Leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. What else? And boundaries. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and won't allow. Yeah. This has to do with bottom line, what you want and what this person wants, and does that align with each other? Do your boundaries align with each other? Are they crossing your boundaries? Are they pushing on you, you know, or whatever? And then there's just not a balance, I feel like, for most of you in this relationship, or there wasn't at some point. But if you want this relationship, if this is something that you're wanting to choose, they're telling you you need to redirect what your thinking process is about it. I mean, it's all it comes down to. Yeah, there's abundance out here on the table for you. You possibly could have something here in the future here. But it's up to what you want. You have to decide what that is first. And then put energy and effort into whatever that is. You have to be able to step outside of your comfort zone and leave your fears behind, knowing that they're there to make you aware of the dangers, and put up those boundaries there in that way, and then move forward. And letting go is at the bottom of the deck. This is about releasing something, letting go and forgiving a situation. So either way, forgiveness is going to happen here between the two of you, because it's something that you've really wanted. But I think it has a lot to do with forgiving yourself for your choices or your options or what you want. You know, some of this has to do with that. Forgiving yourself for what it is that you want for yourself. This person may have made you feel bad about, you know, like when you get into a relationship, sometimes the other person has a way of making you kind of feel bad about the things that you actually want for yourself. That might have been a wedge here between the two of you in some kind of way. Like you weren't on the same page with things, the plans that you wanted to make, or how you approach this connection. And that's something that you're going to be releasing and letting go of and moving forward away from. Whether you choose to let go of this person and move on to something else, or have a rebirth here and try to. But if you do that, it's saying you have to leave your fears of things behind so that you can put your energy and effort into this and allow it to grow. Believe that it can. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So moving forward, if this is something that you just have to put up boundaries here moving forward so that you can allow yourself to move forward, towards, what you want. This same card came out in pile 1. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Okay. And I release time and let the universe show me what to do. Yeah. Allowing things to unfold too. Because there is a lot of forward, wanting action here. So maybe initially taking some kind of, obviously, some sort of judgment call, moving in on that, but then kind of stepping back and allowing things to unfold in a more natural way and not be so trying to pressure the situation, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense because I don't know where that came from. Let's get some initials and some charms here. All right, guys. We have a lot. A lot of animals here. We have the lion here, so there's your courage, finding your courage, your bravery here, and taking a leap. This, for some of you, could be starting over, with that frog, a new beginning, taking a leap towards a new beginning, adapting to the situation as you go with the chameleon here. That's what I was talking about, not having to have okay, A, B, C, D, but just kind of going with it as it goes, because you don't know how it's going to go, right? If we start to put all these kind of fears in our head of how something's going to turn out, then we're restricting ourselves, which is all what I talked about in pile 1, but you may be somehow connected to pile 1 as well. You have the star here, so Aquarius energy, and you have the bee, which is about abundance, prosperity, and enjoying things, The star is about healing, and also what your wish is that you have, that you want. And then, of course, the big whale's tail is about going with the flow. We have an R, a Q, renew or quit. You could be thinking about that. Should I renew things here, or should I just quit? A and E, R, question. What do you mean by that? R, question. Hold on, I gotta pull a card for that. R, question. Maybe you should ask questions. Mirror reflection. You know how two people in a relationship can mirror one another, as far as you can sit there and get stuck on that. Think about being in one of those mazes like you see at the carnivals, where it's a mirror maze and you walk in and you know how sometimes you can get stuck in one spot, or at least I did. At least I have. And I'm like, wait a second. And you're looking and you're like, all these are mirrors. I can't move anywhere. Getting stuck, and you and this person may constantly mirror each other back and forth, and it makes you stay stuck in that. Let's say If they're being really jealous towards you, then you're wondering, well, why are you being jealous towards me? And is there something that you're doing, you know? And it's kind of like you sit in that for a while, and then you go on to the another thing and another thing. And it's just, you need to work through that, but constantly doing that back and forth. Like when do you step away? When do you finally find that exit, you know? Recognizing it when you see it, your way out, or your understanding that things won't change, or your understanding of, you know, you need to step out of that pattern, that you need to change. One more. One more. Okay. Oh, look at that. You have a Page of Cups here, which is an apology. Something that this person was doing here for some of you may have, it's like when somebody does really good and it makes you feel not as good because you compare yourself to that person. That could have been something here that caused some conflict, by the way, but it might have been deep down in where you didn't realize it until later. Maybe that's something you want to apologize about. He's looking directly at that mirror reflection there. That's one thing to ask yourself here is, are you mirroring this person in some kind of way? Or are you being true to your own needs? Yeah. Are you mirroring how this person, if this person, like the two of you may have emotionally fed off of one another, like emotional immaturity, I have to say. It's like, you may also have a kid here that's a mirror image of you, but anyway. You may be also having a mirror image of what you've seen as a kid, like a reflection of that. But you both may find yourselves, this is like a recycle. This is like the honeymoon kind of stage in a relationship, right? That feeling. You may be recycling that over and over. So be careful of that. Where that pattern is where you get in conflict here with this person. You have to break yourself out of this, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But you get in a conflict here. It builds up. You get in a conflict. And then you go through a stage of, you know, basically wanting out, fighting, bickering, all kinds of stuff kind of comes into play with that. And you separate yourself, and then you go through a stage of where you feel disappointed or regret, or you start to miss that person, or you start to fall into what if, you know, kind of place. And then you go back into thinking about the deep, like what you're actually letting go of, you know, and the emotions that you had attached to this person in that way. And then going into wanting forgiveness, you know, wanting to heal the situation, wanting things to be better. But at that point, you have to understand that forgiveness is necessary, but you also have to choose, are you going to forgive and forget, or are you going to forgive and then it's going to reoccur, come back around? And that's when you have to make that decision. Do I want to do this again? Or can I forget this so that we can have a new beginning here and adapt as I go? Or should I let this go? And sometimes you get stuck in that. You have to make that decision, what door to close and what to open. And if you are forgiving a situation, you have to make sure that it is forgiven. You can't keep going back to this person and things keep resurfacing and resurfacing, or somebody keeps bringing crap back up from the past, man, and you're like, my gosh, we can't keep doing this cycle. If that's something that's continuing and you're not having any kind of freedom from that, then you need to pull yourself away from that and then kind of play it as it goes. Sometimes when you pull away from someone completely like that and tell them that you need time, their reaction says a lot. Some people retaliate. Some people just, when you start to set boundaries in that way, you really see people's true colors. And if you're wondering if you can trust someone or not, that's the way to do it. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you here. Thanks for being here. I'm going to hold this up. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness. I'm going to move this around. And I hope this helps, guys. Good luck to you with this. This was a different than than pile 1 altogether, but this was very different from what I was imagining with y'all's reading. But good luck to you with this. I hope this made sense and at least helped. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the Wyspell Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I'm actually really excited to use this tarot deck. I love to shuffle it. But first, we're going to get some affirmation cards. So this person, pile 3, that you are connecting with, what will happen between you both? So we're going to use these to get the overall energy of the connection itself at this point. I'm just going to take whatever comes out. For pile 3. For pile 3, what's going to happen? For pile 3, what's going to happen? What's going to happen here for pile 3? What is their current energy of the connection right now at this point? What is their current energy? What is their current energy of the connection at this point right now? Divine timing. Trying to hurry things along here, trying to move things along. Somebody feels impatient or in a hurry to see how things are going to transpire, how things are going to go. That's why you may be tuning into this reading. You're trying to look into the future, and there may be some impatient energy that's here. You may be trying to push that away, like not putting a time limit on this relationship, or not putting trying to stay more in the flow of things and trying to not be so dead set on it going a certain way, or it's like you don't want to allow time to be a part of this. This is like, you think about how long it's taking, right? Running out of patience and all this stuff. And then you try to like fling that away and say, just let it play out like it's supposed to. Don't try to rush things here. We have everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing, and it can take a long time to reach divine middle management. So this may be someone that you're waiting on or you're trying to be patient with, okay? And then you have follow your heart. And it's funny too, because this heart actually is holding the umbrella. Like they're ready for a storm. They're ready for the sadness. They're trying to ride that wave, but they're prepared to protect their heart, allowing yourself to be vulnerable here, I think, is a part of this. So waiting patiently for someone to be vulnerable, or trying to allow someone else to be vulnerable, but being patient, not trying to rush things, even though there's this intensity that you want to. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get to where I want, I know that it's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So this is like a connection where the two of you are trying to take things slow and allow yourself to progress and open up and be vulnerable, but you also have this feeling of wanting to rush into it as well. Interesting. Let's see what your energy here is versus your person's energy. There's like an energy of an anticipation that's here. When is something going to happen? When is this person going to tell me how they feel? When can we move things along? When can we go to the next stage? What's going to happen? That is all there, like anticipation. When are you possibly going to get that off? Okay. Get that offer. It's the Page of Pentacles. That goes to show the impatience that's here, the desire for that. This could also be for some of you, can we just get over something? Can we just move on past something? Can you just quit being so guarded and just open up to me? That's something that's there as well. So there's a frustration that's behind it that's here. This can be a brand new beginning, but I feel like for some of you, this is waiting on an offer. You have a Queen of Pentacles here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's like you don't, that Wheel of Fortune is divine timing, but in reverse, it's like you're trying to not put a time limit on this, or look at something not becoming committed, you know, or something not grounding. It's like you're trying to not have any kind of expectation on that and just allow yourself to be in the flow. Like this card says here. I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff that's going along the way that you need to be a part of. And so you're trying to allow yourself to be in that direction of moving forward. You see all these cards, the ocean, the waves, the hand here, and then the offer is all something that's moving forward. In time, this person will open their heart up to me, or in time, we'll see how vulnerable I feel with this person. So for some of you, this is a brand new connection. Let me see some more. We'll see how it plays out in divine timing, you know. The Five of Swords here. So for some of you, this is an apology. For some of you, there's been some kind of conflict here, or there's something that's someone is conflicted about that they're trying to play out. Like, we'll wait and see how this goes. We'll wait and see what happens. This is someone that's maybe trying to avoid some kind of conflict here. So that's why they're staying in this very patient energy. This could be you or your person. But let's tap into the other side of this. So you may feel you resonate more with this energy I just explained, or the other side. I just saw the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. So what's the other side of this? The other person. All right, what's the other energy that's here in this connection? Strength in reverse. It's Leo energy. King of Wands in reverse. This person is not fully confident in the direction here that's here. And needing or wanting to kind of protect themselves until they fully understand what direction this is actually going in. So they're reacting to this a little bit differently. They don't trust the situation here fully, and so they're trying to just stay consciously aware. I thought I saw a card that flipped up. Aries energy here as well. So you could be done with the Leo or Aries. Okay, Five of Pentacles, yeah. See the two fives here in reverse. So either there's been a change, or there's this want for change, this need for change. Well, I don't know how this is going to go, but I guess we'll just, you know, continue to play this and we'll see how things unfold. They don't want to, you may have recently got out of the cold with this person for some of you. For others of you, this is like, I want things to go in the best way possible, you know. I'm not going to ask for someone to be vulnerable with me. I'm not going to try to pressure someone. I'm just going to wait and see kind of how things go until I feel confident. That's what this person's energy is they're sitting in. This may be somebody for some of you that wants to get out of the cold here with you, but they may actually be very arrogant or set in their ways because they don't trust the situation. It may actually too as well for some of you be something that this person, if you have a past with them, something that they don't feel like they can be vulnerable here with you because they don't trust the situation, or they don't feel like they have control with you. So it's like waiting to kind of see how things play out because of that. Still having emotions and feelings here though. Same thing with the newer person. You know, you're not fully invested into this yet because you just want to kind of go with it and see how it kind of goes and figure, you know, if it's happening, it's here for a reason. We'll see what happens. But not fully committing to something here. You're seeing this as a new start if you're on this side here, this Page of Pentacles. but slowly. A new start, but slowly. Trying to avoid conflict. You're both allowing things to gradually take place. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna, that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not gonna pressure you. You don't pressure me. We'll see if we can make this work. And this is also newer energy. It's like same thing with the emotions. I'm not gonna pressure them. I'm gonna try to be patient here. But can we move this along? I want recognition here when it comes to your emotions or how you feel, or I want to have a level up here in this connection. So take it how it resonates, different scenarios that we're seeing. So what's going to happen here? One more shuffle, guys. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen between pile 3 and their person? Page of Cups in reverse. What's going to happen with pile 3 and then keeping your emotions out of this? The Hanged Man in reverse. Breaking. It's like a breakdown of things. No longer wanting to. It's like being emotionally exhausted, and it's like, I don't want to even. Can we just move along? You know, can we not talk about this anymore? Can we not think about this anymore? Can we just move on past whatever that is and just move along here? That's here, but it's like, I'm not going to see your point of view. You're not going to see mine. And even if it's someone new, it's like you want to move on to the next level, or you want to understand how I feel, and I don't know how I feel yet. You know, it's that kind of thing. Pisces energy there. 9 of Cups, yeah. Not knowing if this is something that, still unknown if this is something that's going to satisfy you or not. You know, if this is something that's really going to make you happy or not. Or it's just being, trying to look out for yourself is something that's here. Temperance, trying to find balance in this. Peace. It's a card of healing as well with these 2 5s here. If you have past with this person, it's like, what's going to happen between you? I think that both of you are sitting, some of you, if you already know this person, you're sitting in a kind of a place to where you don't want to be vulnerable or open up. And it may be because there's been a lack of emotional maturity here in the past. There's been some conflict here in the past. One of you's left the other one out in the cold, and now there's this energy of feeling like almost kind of insecure about that in some kind of way. So you're hesitant to dive back in or approach the situation or be vulnerable here in the situation. You don't want to make that feeling of feeling insecure even worse, so you don't approach it, right? So it takes some time to apologize, or it takes some time to start over. You know, it's like someone seeing your flaws and then feeling kind of almost ashamed for them seeing that side of you in some kind of way, you know, and then having to progress through that. And still not being at a place where you feel completely satisfied, but you do have a sense of peace, which is kind of a strange energy. Like, I wish that things could be a one way, but I'm at peace with the way things have to be or are. That goes back to here with divine timing. Can I have another one for what's going to happen here? Sagittarius energy, and you have an Ace of Wands. So there's a new beginning here. If this is someone new, let me go back through this. This is like, I'm not going to emotionally invest here. I'm going to kind of wait and see. This may be someone that you're unsure of, you know, what exactly their intentions are here. So you're kind of in a position to where you're being more open-minded about it. You're trying to decide if this is something that you're going to be happy with, or if this is for you or not, you know. And so you're remaining balanced with how you feel about that and not trying to rush things. And I feel like there's a new beginning, a new start that's here with that Ace of Wands. For some of you, this could be a passionate new beginning, finding passion here in the relationship once again, or that's the driving force here. That may be why you're trying to rush things along. Tell me what the Page of Cups here for what's going to happen. The Moon. Pisces, Cancer energy here. So that's it. It's like I don't understand clearly what this is. So I need to really figure that out before I can go within and figure out if this is something that I really want or not. And I think that you find balance with that and you still move forward, you know. The relationship still moves forward there with that Ace of Wands. Tell me about the Hanged Man in reverse. Look at that. See all the 9s and the 5s? The 9 of Wands in reverse. It's like, I don't want to take on something. I don't want to take on this relationship if it's, or even the idea of this relationship, if it's not something that's going to work out. You know, I don't want to take on more stress unless I have to. I don't want to take on certain responsibilities of the relationship. This is like where you may have had problems in relationships in the past of overly giving of yourself, or being in imbalanced relationships where you felt like you were always pleasing the other person, or you're always giving yourself too much of the other person and not getting as much in return. Like maybe someone was breadcrumbing you as well. I can see that here as well. So you may be conflicted about someone that could be, you may feel like they're just breadcrumbing you at this time to keep you strung along, trying to avoid is this person just trying to avoid some kind of conflict? Are they stringing me along here? You know, I can see that there as well. Why is that 9 of Cups in reverse? The 10 of Wands. Yep. This is the burden I was talking about. So I don't want to take on too much here if it's not going to bring me happiness. Like, why would I take this on if it's not really what I want? And for some of you, this is about being responsible for your own happiness and not seeking that in someone else. Maybe that was a lesson that you've had to experience or go through. That won't be everybody's message, but tell me about Temperance here. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is taking a pause here to find balance in this situation. So for some of you, this is like, I need to step back and take a break and focus on what I really want to grow here from this, what I really want moving forward. For some of you, this is a break between the two of you that takes place, like a pause, and then you jump into this new beginning here. I want to get one more for that. If this is someone newer, it could be that you may get some cold feet with this person, or you may feel like maybe this isn't exactly what I need, you know, or I don't want to take on this responsibility of a there may be some, this relationship may not be the easiest relationship. Like there may be some obstacles here of some sort. And it's like, do I want to take on that responsibility of that? Would I be happy with that, you know, long term? If we have this huge obstacle between the two of us, or something like that is there for some of you. And needing to take a step back and just focus on your goal. Like, what is my goal here in this? But still, that Ace of Wands. And you have a 9 again. We have 999 out here, all in reverse, which is an energy of 999 is about wrapping up loose ends and needing to push forward into closing a cycle, starting something. We see that there with those 5s to begin with. You know, you're at a point of change in the relationship, leveling up or moving on, or you know, making a decision. Do you want to do this or that? But you haven't stepped into actually deciding yet. You're still in that process of trying to figure that out, and you continue to do that. But this new beginning here with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, for some of you, this is no longer being single, or going for it to see if this is going to fit with align with you or not. And you have a Queen of Cups here. So if there was no emotions there to begin with, I feel like that's something that's going to come back into play here with this Queen of Cups, giving emotionally to something. And it could come out with this Ace of Wands, by the way. This could actually, if you restrict your emotions from a relationship, you can also, because you don't want to be vulnerable or the other person doesn't, or you don't want to pressure them in any kind of way, sometimes that can come out in passionate way. You know, you can express your emotions through passion, and that's something that's here. So it's like you start to develop feelings through that, and that might be something that makes you feel somewhat attached to this person. What is that about? The Lovers in reverse. It's like you dive into this, but you try to remain independent. It's like you haven't fully decided, but the thing is that your emotions are getting involved. But you're trying to, like, you haven't fully decided on that. This is kind of different here with the Lovers. That's Gemini energy in reverse. Give me one more. Cancer's energies here as well. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is wanting this, but not wanting this. Like, we can have the fun part of this, the passionate part of this, or the energy of feeling alive here. You know, in this relationship, we can experience all this, but I haven't fully made a decision if this can be something that's grounded or fully come together, if I can be committed to this. This may be someone that just doesn't want to be in a relationship, or this could be your energy. You know, you may still be enjoying your independence or your abundance, yet there's this attachment that starts to develop. This can also look in the way of like you lying to yourself, you know, about how you really feel or what you really want. So I'd be careful of that. You could also lose an opportunity here. This is part of it as well. It's like, I don't want to lose an opportunity to go for it and at least see what's here. You know, if it's here for a reason. Anything I'm missing here? How are you going to be feeling about this person? What's going to shift? What's going to, after this happens, this new beginning in this way? I should smell peanut butter, tasted peanut butter. I've been doing that a lot in these readings. Taste and smells. Tell me about this person. Is this person your peanut butter and jelly? You know what I mean? Like, is this person your peanut butter to the jelly? That's this here. Can we mesh together? Will we go together well? What am I missing here? What is pile 3's going to be feeling like here when this happens? Oh, the Two of Cups. So you're going to feel like this is a relationship. That's the attachment here. And this person may not be fully telling you this, but you're going to feel like it's a relationship. It's like a relationship where you feel committed to this person, but there's no proof of it from this person. Like, they haven't told me that they're with me. They haven't told me they're committed to me, but I just feel like they are, and you're both committed to each other here. So this is how you're going to feel. How are they going to feel after this new beginning? How is pile 3's person going to feel? The Four of Swords. They're just going to be sitting on this, resting, thinking about it. This is that pause for them. So they're the ones that may pull back or pause, take a pause here to rebalance themselves. This is why you're like, let's move this along because I feel this way. And they're still thinking about it. Well, let me think about it. And you're like, haven't you thought long enough? Yeah, the Seven of Cups in reverse. This person doesn't want to make doesn't want to lose an opportunity, but also doesn't want to make the wrong choice either. So they're just sitting. That's someone that's like trapped in their head. What should I do? What should I do? So they're sitting and like, okay, I have some options here. Which one do I want? And you've been like waiting on this person. You feel connected to them. frustrating. Tell me about, but neither one of you are communicating any of this. You're just trying to go in the flow of stuff, you know? And it may be because you have a past with this person. You are trying to avoid a conflict. So you're just taking the breadcrumbs, or this is something you've experienced in the past. And so you're trying to just take what you can get from this person, not wanting to, you know, be on shaky ground of any kind. Don't want to run this person off. Yeah, I can see that here too as well, with the heart taking off. That could have been something that you've experienced in the past. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Slow it down. Slow it down. It's still going to be like a constant battle here, because you're going to feel connected to this person in a relation, like you're in a relationship. You're on different wavelengths. Tell me about this person's energy here moving forward. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. I mean, they're going to be giving towards you. They're going to be generous with you. They still want to give you, but again, that breadcrumbing thing's coming into play. It's like this person's afraid to give you it all until they know. Why are they in their head here with that Seven of Cups? The Tower, they're trying to avoid a disaster, and the Star. They could already have something that's pretty established where they are. They see themselves in a very abundant way, like they have everything they need or want, but they're not happy, you know? And this could be an opportunity for that, or a part of that in some kind of way. But then they're like, well, I also don't want it to end in disaster. I don't want to lose what I've built up. You know, that's something that's there big time. So they're giving to you, but they're not giving you everything. Right. What are the connecting energies moving forward in the future? What's shifting? What's the connecting energies after this moving forward? With that Ace of Wands, what's the connecting energy of the connection? How will it shift? The King of Cups. Maintaining your emotional stability. You will become you will get to a point to where you feel emotionally stable. And you know, you're containing your emotions, and you're not giving to not giving emotionally to the other person until you feel confident and until you feel secure about how the other person feels. So you're not expressing yourself in any kind of way until you feel like that other person is reciprocating that. And I think this is the connecting energy here. So moving forward, both of you are in that same place. There's things that this person's trying to figure out mentally. They could have their own insecurities about losing what they have gained, or where they are, or even stepping outside of being single, you know, and venturing off into something. Is that something that they want to do? You, on the other hand, I feel like you're already in this place to where you see this as a relationship. If not yet, you will. You see it as a relationship, though you don't have that commitment. And so there is this, it is where you start to feel a little bit guarded there. And that's how you are maintaining a sense of emotional stability here. So you're both holding on to your emotions. That's the connecting energy, Scorpio energy there. And the Queen of Pentacles just popped out. Taurus for me, Capricorn, Virgo. Yeah, I mean, one of you, it's like you're both standing your ground when it comes to how you feel. This is a reading where it's like, you give me some and you show me yours, I'll show you mine, you know, and we'll continue doing that. But if you start to shy away or step away, it's gonna rattle me to where I feel more guarded. But in the future, I feel like the two of you are gonna maintain a sense of still nurturing the connection. I mean, these are really good cards. So you feel stable, you feel, I mean, it's stability, but again, it's still not being expressed. It's like everything's going as planned accordingly, or everything's stable, but it's not elevated. I don't know how do I explain this? Yeah, you're just trying to avoid heartbreak. I need some advice about this, because this is forgiveness. This is reassurance, basically. You're going to feel safe with this person. You're going to feel like secure within this connection because this person's still nurturing it and you're still nurturing it. But then it's like, it just doesn't move. It's like you feel stuck here because you're both trying to avoid that. Look at that. 2 of Wands. That's it. It's like your plan is to avoid a disaster as far as your emotions go, not to get possibly too attached to being afraid, you know, of what this person's intentions are. And then this person is in a place to where their plan is to avoid conflict at all costs, take their time, think about this, think about what they could have, what they could lose, diving into it, but not offering any kind of commitment here, trying to decide what they want. So you're not on the same page still. Justice is here. But there's still balance here because of, and judgment. Yeah, it's like the two of you don't want to quit, but you're both not on the same page about moving forward either. There's connections still here. It makes it to be more stable and familiar, though. Like you're starting to feel more secure with this person, but you still are at a place to where neither one of you are still on the same page. It's very strange. And I hope I'm explaining it well. Let's get some of these, because it is strange. It's hard. It is hard to explain. Because it's not bad. It's just, if you find yourself in a position where you're with somebody and you still don't know what this person really wants, like if they start to sit and just, this goes on and on and on, and you really want to know if they want a commitment, if they want to evolve the relationship, but I feel like you're both settled with that because both of you are trying to avoid heartbreak. Tell me what I'm missing here. What am I missing here? What advice? What do they need to know about this relationship here? What do they need to know about this relationship? The 4 of Swords in the reverse. Tell me more. The Queen of Swords in the reverse. If you start to feel like it's too much, like this person leaves you hanging for way too long, they're saying to pull back, to cut this off. But someone will continue to treat you in the same way until you show them how you need to be treated. And if someone is breadcrumbing you, or someone is saying I need more time, or I just need to, I mean, that could be being able to have their cake and eat it too in that kind of way, and that's not what you want, then you need to speak up about that. And if it comes down to you need to cut this off, then they're saying you need to cut this off. So don't let this person take advantage of that, is what they're saying here. We have an Ace of Cups. Yeah, if they're not opening up about their emotions, or if this isn't, like if you want a relationship, emotional connection here, and they don't, then you need to be aware that that is what you want, and it's not the same as this person, and they may not ever change their ways. And you need to have that conversation, express that, and cut what needs to be cut off so that you can have possibly that emotional connection with someone else, you know, open yourself up to that. And look, you have the 2 of Cups in reverse, which is that separation. If you want an emotional connection and you're not getting that, or you're not getting that this person is opening up, and it's a long time, and you feel exhausted and you're confused, that's a huge red flag to know that you need out of it. Not because this other person may not have feelings for you. Even if they do have feelings for you, they're not ready to open up and express and be in an emotional relationship. So if they're not emotionally available, and you certainly are, and you're not on the same page with that, you're not going to get on the same page by you just waiting for this person forever and ever and ever. because you're only going to get frustrated there with that when you really want that emotional connection. So they're saying here is you need to communicate and you need to know when to hold them and when to run. You know what I mean? It's a song. Okay, one more. The Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you have to recognize when this is not going to be successful or it's going to be a failure. You have to know when to give up on something. You have to know when to give up on a relationship if there's not love involved in that, or if you are confused within that in any kind of way. And I'm not saying this person doesn't have feelings for you, but having feelings for someone and then expressing feelings for someone or telling someone, I don't know how I feel, how long can you say that to someone? Why are they telling you that? Do you know what I mean? You deserve to know how someone else is feeling. And if there's no emotions there, they need to tell you that. If there is, they need to tell you that. You have to know what you're fighting for, you know, what you're sticking around for, and if you're willing to or not. Communication is so important here. We have a Six of Cups in reverse. So this could be something in relationships that's a pattern for you that you may repeat, is waiting too long to cut something out of your life that you feel like is not good for you or not what you need or want, or recognizing really when you're stuck in a situation and knowing when to change that. You know, I had somebody tell me that I don't stay in, like if something happens in a relationship that I'm out the door. Well, that's not the case. I'm a fighter. You know, I'm a Cancer. So if you're close to me, you're going to be close forever. You know, I'm a protector and of a relationship. But I also know when something is not going to work out. I also can recognize when I'm done with something. And if you're in a relationship with me, sometimes that can be almost immediately. I know it's not going to work. I just know that because I know who I am. Or it's something that I know I want to work on. I know that my heart's still in it. I know that it's worth fighting for, you know. You have to be able to know that about yourself. And, you know, why this person said that to me, I was thinking, no, I've just been in relationships. I've recognized when I need to step away from relationships, what's good for me and what's not, when it's time to throw in. As I say that about moving on and the dogs start barking, it makes me think about a red flag, you know when to see that flag when you're just ready to surrender, you know, like, okay, I surrender. You have to know when to fall back, you know what I mean? And how are you going to get anywhere in your life if you don't know when to fall back? I'm not saying not to fight for something. I'm saying you have to recognize when it's time to throw in the towel, so that you're not repeating the same thing over and over, or just waiting and hoping for something that's never going to happen. Yeah, and that poker song's coming in my head again. You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them, know when to run. Isn't that how it goes? Can't remember. Queen of Swords here. Look at that. Queen of Wands. And you have to be confident too. Yeah. If you cut something out, you have to be confident to know that if it's meant for you, it's going to come back around. If you tell this person, I have to cut this out because you're not emotionally invested here in this way. If this person, they may, and when you do that, recognize that they don't want to lose you and they do have emotions. Sometimes people don't know how they feel until after the fact. Sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's not. But you have to be confident on that side that if you're walking away from something, it's for your good, for your best or highest good. Haven't you ever met like people and you're just like, man, if they could just get rid of that person, they could accomplish so much. You have the Empress here in reverse, which is Taurus energy, in reverse with that Ace of Cups. So that in reverse is like, if something's not growing, if the relationship's not evolving or growing, if there's that blockage that's there. And that Ten of Cups. Like, recognizing that this is not going to happen. You know, this is not, it's never going to come together. It's never going to happen, even though it may be some kind of dream that you have. But what are you putting into that? How much effort are you putting into that, that if you feel like you can have your happiness elsewhere? You know what I mean? It's like sitting and dreaming about something that you haven't even took any kind of direction towards. Like, one day we're going to be so happy together, but this person hasn't even opened up to you emotionally or said they even want a relationship. You have a 6 of Wands in the reverse here with the 7 of Cups. Looking at your other options that you have, other choices that you have. And if you don't get that recognition from someone else, don't get in your head about the illusions or the possibilities or any kind of clouded judgment there. And recognizing it's pretty straightforward. If this person's not telling you that they love you, or if this person's not telling you they want a relationship, you have to sometimes pull your energy back away from what you feel that person is going to do or wants to do or wants to say, or the feelings they could have one day. Pull your energy away from that and look at what this person's actually showing you. You know, are you falling for this person's potential here? Or are you falling for this person and who they are right now? And what do you want from that? And some of you want, you know, some of you want this. They want to fight for it. You want to stick around. And some of you won't. It just depends on your situation here. And you have the World in reverse. So that's not wanting something to end. So I'm going to get a few of these. These are for advice. We have romance. Yeah. So it goes to show that, you know, romance, it says, lavish the one that you love with personal attention and affection. So if this person isn't doing that, you know, ask yourself that. Are you satisfied with that? This is the number 35 here. And the number 16 is here as well. Love is all around you. There's love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Let me say this. And you have actions speak loudly. Did I not say that? Actions speak louder than words. Express your love through actions, number 49. So again, if this person isn't doing that, you know, what is that saying? One of the things that I've kind of figured out or learned, it's a very hard kind of lesson here, is love doesn't just mean that it's romantic love. And hear me out. I know everybody wants romantic love, right? But at different points in your life. But my point of that is, if you acknowledge the love that is around you, family, friends, and be grateful and thankful for that. Like, man, I don't have a romantic relationship, but I'm sure thankful to have my friends, or I'm sure thankful to have family. Absorb that love that's there, and then you'll see other loves come into your life. I don't know where else I was going with that. That will change your life in a way, though, and you'll be able to manifest what you really want, you know, in a relationship, because we want the same thing that we get from our friendships or from our family. Safe, fun, protected, that emotional supportive energy that's there. If you figure that out and then you implement that when it comes to romantic love, and then compare it to what this person's giving you, you know, and that's your decision that's there. We have take a leap. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. And then we have pay attention to the signs. The synchronicities have you been, what synchronicities have you been noticing are not synchronicities, are not coincidences? Well, I can't even read that. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidence. I still couldn't read it. You may have a hard time with looking at synchronicities and being like, that's just a coincidence. But It's not. You know, there's more behind it than that, and you're not acknowledging it. Look, deepening. A relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You have been waiting for this. That's it. And for some of you, this will happen. But for some of you, you're going to have to be the dividing indicator here. You're going to have to be the one that speaks up and says something about it for something to happen. Because if you don't, I think that it's just going to stay in the same King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles energy. The same way. If you don't speak your truth, take that leap towards getting outside that comfort zone and say what you want. Anything else I'm missing? Is there anything I'm missing here? Anything I'm missing here? Differences. Difficulties. Did I say that here, that there was some obstacles or difficulties here? Jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success of this connection. So that might be what's holding this person back. There may be some kind of outside interference there. Forgive and release. There may be something that this person's still holding on to. Could be with you if you have a relationship with this person, or it could be with someone else. You know, that they're still holding on to that. And without being able to fully let that go in that relationship, they're carrying it onto this one. So that's why they're so guarded and like not wanting to jump in completely. Someone new is coming. So for some of you, that Ace of Cups could be, if it's not going right with this person, okay, it could be that you have a new relationship that is. Some of you may have already met this person and you already have another relationship here. Someone new. And this is the number 28, which apparently is a popular number today. It was in pile 2 as well. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So for some of you, this was a side note, especially if you've been seeing doves recently. This could be a message for you even after this reading. So if you've been seeing a lot of doves after this reading, it could be that there is a new relationship here that they're saying either you've met this person already or that you will meet this person, that could be something that is exactly what you need, exactly what you want. But in order to have that, you have to decide and speak your truth here with this person. That's not going to be everybody's message there, okay? Depends on which side of that you're on, which side of that equation you're on, if this is someone new or if this is, I think for those of you at that too as well. You know, sometimes we get into new relationships and it doesn't go like we want it to go. And you have to know when to hold them, know when to run. Is that what it says? Know when to run? I don't even know now. I'm going to have to listen to that song, dang it. Let's get some initials. Sometimes you kind of hold on to somebody because you feel like their potential's there. And you're like, this person has a lot of potential. This is exactly what I want. But they're not giving you that one thing. And is that something that is, how important is that for you? Is that the emotions? How important is that? You know? It's like looking for love for the wrong reasons or being in a relationship for the wrong reasons. In the wrong places. That's the song. I sing that all the time. I got my son singing that song too. We're going to get some of these as well. Look at that. You had the 5 of Cups that was stuck to the Page of Cups, which was here in reverse. So it's like holding on to that offer, like this person instead of giving you some kind of offer, holding on in this energy, which is that playful, fun-like energy, but it's not exactly what you want. You want something deeper. I'm going to keep that out. What is that song I was talking about? What song was I talking about? Oh, Looking for Love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in too many faces, hoping to find eyes and traces of what I'm hoping for, I think. I don't remember. Dreaming for, wishing for, hoping for, something like that. You have two faces in the bowl. This is funny. Anxious face and mad face. Yeah, go from anxious to mad in a hurry whenever you're in an energy of being desperate with the situation, desperate to know something. You can get mad, you know, like, would you just tell me how you feel? You know, that kind of energy is there. Or being very nervous that you may upset the other person, so you're just playing it nice or playing safe, you know, but needing to get out of that, get out of your comfort zone. Going with the flow. We talked about that here with the heart on the wave. So again, you can go with the flow of things, but you have to also know when to throw in the towel, or you're not gonna get anywhere. GU. And then you have, so Christmas may be relevant here with the Nutcracker, but this can also represent just need to protect yourself or your own energy. Standing up for yourself, you know, and what it is that you want. I'm going to get one more initial before I just leave y'all here, because I only pulled two, and that's just not very many. You have the closure pin that came out with it, so knowing when to close something, close the chapter here, and or knowing when to open up with how you're feeling. Stop guessing what this person's feeling. We have SO here, so. But it could be so good, you know, that's there. Yeah, sometimes you have to bring yourself into the present moment. And again, actions speak louder than words. What is this person actually showing you versus what it is that you want with this person? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you here. I hope this helps. I hope this brought some insight, some clarity. Remember, these are general, so not every message is going to be for you. Sometimes I get comments that's like, and I did this or they did that or whatever, and I'm like, it's a general reading. It's not a personal reading. But some of you may feel like you connect with a lot of the things that were said here, and some of you, there's pieces that you have to understand when you're listening to your own intuition, and if it doesn't make sense or if it's way out of left field, then it's definitely not your message, and you don't have to know when to put that aside. Sounds kind of like the relationship, huh? So good luck to you guys. I hope that this goes well. I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see. Now, I'm not saying that this person doesn't want all this, but all I'm saying is that you got to speak up about what it is that you want. Not being afraid to make someone mad or upset or hurt anybody all the time. You got to know when, you know, it's time. It's been long enough. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. I definitely hope this helps moving forward, and I hope to see you soon.